Hey regulators, welcome to this week's Secret Sauce. I'm extremely grateful that I get to bring it to you this week. Huge shout out to all the guys for allowing me to cook something up for you all. So in case you don't know me, my name is Cassie Green. I am the content director of Apparelist, and this week our secret sauce recipe is called intention. Intentionality separates reactive businesses from memorable businesses. I think one of the biggest differences between businesses that grow and businesses that just survive is intention. And I'm really hyper focused on this in 2026. It sounds really broad at first, but so many conversations I've had this year come back to the same thing. People are stuck operating in reaction mode. They're living deadline to deadline, order to order, email to email, and over time, that creates complacency. So you're busy all day, but you're not actually moving forward with purpose. And honestly, apparel decorators and everyone in this industry are especially vulnerable to this because our industry, it moves really fast, right? There's always another rush order. There's always another production issue. There's always another customer request. And if you're not intentional, your business starts running you instead of the other way around. So for me personally, just going to use myself as an example, intentionality starts every Sunday night. I sit down with my planner, right? And I map out the week. I evaluate and prepare for meetings. I do this with intentionality instead of just showing up and winging it. I prioritize my projects by what actually matters most, not just what's loudest in the moment. So you can kind of see, I've got like a whole task list and everything that I like to write out. And that just helps me make those organizational decisions, right? So I separate my big projects from my smaller tasks so that I intentionally block out do not disturb time for deep work instead of trying to like ping pong and multitasking my way through everything, right? Again, because if you don't control your calendar, somebody else will. But the biggest shift for me has been setting a specific intention each week instead of some sort of vague goal. So what this might look like is not, I want to be productive. It is not, I want to sell more. Those are outcomes, not intentions. So for me, instead, I start with gratitude and purpose when I'm doing my Sunday night planning. So this week, for example, my intention came from recognizing how grateful I am to attend the international trade show FESPA, not just to see the trends that can help my audience, all of you, but to experience a culture and a perspective that I've never experienced before. That intention shaped every decision I made this week. I prepared my newsletter content ahead of time. I finished articles before deadlines. I created systems and platforms for my team to help while I am away. I made space to actually be present and learn about the culture. That's intentionality. And honestly, this applies to all of you in the apparel decorating industry, right? So when customer orders come in for apparel, don't just ask what they want printed. Ask what they're trying to accomplish. What's the intent behind the order? Is it a fundraiser apparel order meant to build community? Is it merch that's supposed to create excitement around a brand launch? Is it a team hoodie that a kid will want to wear over and over and over again? These are the questions you should be asking, because when you understand the intention, you stop acting like an order taker and start acting like a creative partner. So maybe that means suggesting a sleeve print instead of a left chest. I know, very polarizing. Maybe it means adding captain's patches and custom packaging, matching bags, and water bottles to a team order. Maybe it means creating an experience instead of just decorating a garment. So that's where the real value comes from, in my opinion, when we're talking about intentionality. Your intention in business shouldn't simply to be, quote, make money. Obviously, we need to make money. We all look for that, but money is the result. The real intention should be, how do I build the best apparel decorating business to work with and work for? How do I create experiences people remember? How do I become intentional instead of reactive? because businesses that operate with intention create better products, they create better customer relationships, they build better internal teams, and ultimately this leads to better results, which means more profit. Don't generalize your goals. Be specific, be deliberate, stop confusing being busy with being intentional. And that's my secret sauce for this week.